Hello and happy time zones, everyone. I thought that since I went ahead and did all of the rest of the Khaz Algar skyglyphs last week, that I would just go ahead and round out the rest of them this week. So today we're going to be finding all of the K'aresh skyglyphs. There are 8 of them in total. Now, as you approach the Eco Dome, right above it is actually where you're going to find this skyglyph. It is going to be right in between this fork-like looking outcropping area, not too far from Tazavesh proper, and you are just going to fly through it. Next, we will be heading towards the Serrated Peaks skyglyph, which is going to be roughly about here on your map, and I will meet you there. Now here is actually where you are going to find the Serrated Peaks skyglyph. I have actually already grabbed this one just from flying around K'aresh, but again, it is just going to be right here on your map, and you are just going to fly through it. Moving eastward, we are going to go grab the Castigaar skyglyph, which is going to be roughly about here on your map, and I will meet you there. And as you approach, here you will see the Castigaar skyglyph. You just want to fly down a little bit, and it's going to be on top of this little like broken tower right here on your map. A little bit actually further north than where my map pin was. Right next to this ancient coffer chest is where you are going to find it. Moving to the east, we are going to go down a little bit to grab the North Sufaad skyglyph, which is going to be just south of this little rocky bit here, and I will meet you there. And as you approach, you will see the glowing gold North Sufaad skyglyph. Again, it is right here on your map, and you are just going to, it's actually roughly where the world boss is, the Reshinor world boss. So you just want to fly through it and grab the skyglyph. And moving north, we are going to grab the Oasis skyglyph, which is, as I'm sure you can assume, in the actual Oasis dome itself. So I'm going to put a skyglyph here where the Oasis dome is, and I will meet you there. And as you approach the Oasis, it's actually not going to be in the dome proper itself. You're actually going to want to fly upwards from it, and just floating right there above the dome is where you are going to find your Oasis skyglyph. Again, fly through it, and that is the next one down. Moving on to the northernmost island, we are going to go grab the Fracture of Laacuna, which is going to be roughly about here on your map, and I'll meet you there. Alright, and as you approach the fracture, you are once again right here on your map, just going to find the Fracture of Laacuna above this little bit of cropping overlooking the actual fracture itself, and you are just going to fly through it like all the others. And moving to our last one on this island, we have the Shadow Point skyglyph, which is going to be roughly here on your map, and I'll meet you there. And as you approach the Shadow Point, which is right next to the Mana Forge raid, is where you are going to find your Shadow Point skyglyph. It is just above this like mana contraption thing here, and you are just going to fly through it. And that will take us on to our last skyglyph, which is going to be the Tazavesh skyglyph. Alright, for the Tazavesh skyglyph, it is going to be right here overlooking the central hub of Tazavesh in the K'aresh zone. Again, just fly through it, and that will get you the K'aresh Glyph Hunter achievement. One quick thing to note is that, as you've probably noticed, I had to switch characters. It seems that the skyglyph here is a little bit bugged, in that if you have not done any of the K'areshi stuff or War Within stuff really, and just kind of sped through to get to the portal to get to K'aresh, that it will be bugged if you haven't really done anything in K'aresh yet. So just make sure that if you're going to grab this achievement on a character, that they have made progress in the new K'aresh zone and whatnot. But that is going to be it for today's video. I hope that I helped you get this achievement for those of you that are looking for it, and I will see you in the next one.